Hello, everyone. Welcome to this video where we're going to create a stylized cactus together in Blender. First things first, check out the screencast keys in the bottom right corner. They'll make following along a total breeze. Okay, now let's begin. First, select every object in the scene and delete them. Our canvas is clear. Let's create the pot. Press Shift+A, cylinder, and in the Add panel, set vertices to 8. Press 1 on the numpad for front view. Then press the period key to focus on the cylinder. Press S, Z to scale down along the Z-axis, and then press Ctrl+A, rotation and scale to apply transforms. Now, press Tab to enter edit mode. Press Ctrl+R, hover near the top, scroll, or click to add a loop cut. Click again to confirm. Press 3 for face select mode, then Alt+click that top face loop to select it all. Press Alt+E, extrude faces along normals. Watch that perfect pot rim pop outward. Perfect. The base of our stylized cactus pot is ready. Click the top face, then press S to scale it down just a bit. Press E to extrude it inward, then S to scale that inset down slightly, and G to move it into perfect position. This forms the pot opening. To add a gentle curve, press Ctrl+R to add a loop cut at the middle. Click to confirm, then press S to scale it out a bit. Now, let's shape the base. Press 1 for vertex select, enable X-ray by pressing Alt+Z so you can grab all bottom vertices. Select the bottom faces, and press S to scale them inward, thinning the base. Press 2 for edge select mode. Alt-click the rim edges to loop select. Then press Ctrl+B to bevel. Give those edges a nice, soft finish. Next, let's add smoothness. Press Ctrl+2 to add 2 levels of subdivision surface. Now, let's create our dirt plane. Switch back to face select, select the top face, and press P, selection to separate it. Back on the pot, select the top rim vertices. Press R to rotate them slightly. This stylized twist adds character. Select the middle vertices, press G to move them just a touch, refining that unique, handcrafted look. Finally, select the dirt object, press S to scale it up a bit. And great, everything fits snugly. Perfect. Our stylized cactus pot is complete and ready for planting. Now, let's create our cactus. Press Shift+A, UV sphere, and in the Add panel, set segments and rings to 8. Press slash to enter isolation mode. Editing will be a breeze. Press S, Z to scale down the sphere along the Z-axis. Then hover and press Ctrl+A. Apply rotation and scale. Press Tab to go into edit mode. And Alt-click these 4 edge loops to select them all. Press Ctrl+B to bevel. And scroll the middle mouse wheel to add 3 segments. This gives us our cactus ridges. Next, Alt-click the 2 inner edge loops. Then press S, Shift+Z to scale them in on the X and Y axis, creating that classic bulge between ridges. Now select the 4 central loops, press S, Shift+Z again to scale them out slightly for a natural, tapered look. Head to the Modifiers tab, add a Subdivision Surface modifier, and set both View and Render levels to 2. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth. Our cactus is looking sleek. Press slash to exit isolation mode. Then press G, Z to move the cactus onto the pot. Press S to scale it up to fill the pot nicely, and G to fine-tune its position. Perfect. Our stylized cactus is now planted and thriving. Now, let's add a flower on top of our cactus. First, let's create the middle part. Press Shift+A, cube, then press slash to enter isolation mode. Press Tab to go into edit mode. Select the bottom face, and press X, faces to delete it. Press Ctrl+2 to add 2 levels of subdivision surface, then tab back into edit mode. Press Alt+Z to enable X-ray. Alt-click the bottom vertices, press G to lift them up, and S to scale them in. This forms the little center pod of the flower. Now, let's add the petals. Press Shift+A, cube again. Switch to side view. Press S, Y to scale it down on the Y-axis, and G to move it into place above the pod. Press Tab for edit mode. Select the bottom face and delete it with X, faces. Switch to front view. Press Ctrl+R and add a loop cut at the mid-height, Z-axis. Click to confirm. Press Alt+Z for X-ray. Select the top vertices, press G, Z to lift them into a nice petal tip. Add another loop cut across the petal's width. Press S to scale that loop out slightly. Gives a gentle flare. Select the 4 front faces. Press I to inset them just a touch. Switch to side view in X-ray. Select the rear vertices. Press S to scale them in, tapering the petal. Select the middle vertices. Press O to enable proportional editing. Then G to add a slight curve inward, making the petals soft and organic. See the origin point? We want it at the base of the petal. Press A to select all, then G to move the mesh so the origin snaps to the bottom. Press Ctrl+2 to add subsurf level 2. Right-click, Shade Smooth. Switch to side view. Press G to place the petal and to rotate it slightly. Position perfectly on the cactus top. Now, top view. Select your petal, press S to scale it down a bit. Then press Alt+D to link duplicate. Move, rotate, and scale each duplicate to form a balanced flower crown. Repeat until your flower looks just right. Finally, select all flower parts. Press / to exit isolation mode. Switch to front view. Press S to scale them down, and G to position the entire bloom at the top of the cactus. Switch to side view. Press R to give your flower a final tilt. And there you have it. Our stylized cactus is now in full bloom. Now let's add the spines. Press Shift+A, cube, then / to enter isolation mode. Press Tab to go into edit mode. Select the bottom face, and press X, faces to delete it. Press Ctrl+R, add a loop cut at the middle, click to confirm. Press Alt+Z for X-ray. Select the top vertices, press S to scale them down slightly. Now select the middle vertices, press S to scale them in. We're forming our basic spine shape. To add a little foot for snapping, Alt-click the bottom edge loop, press E to extrude downward, and S to scale that extrusion in. Press Ctrl+R, add another loop cut at the middle of those new faces, then G, Z to push them upward, creating a tiny protrusion at the base of the spine. Select each side edge and move them down a touch for natural variation. For texturing ease, Alt-click the middle edge of the spine. Press Ctrl+B to bevel, just a slight bevel. Then Alt-click the same edge. Press Ctrl+E and choose Mark Seam. Press Ctrl+2 to add subdivision level 2, and right-click, Shade Smooth. Press / to exit isolation mode. Press S to scale the spine to the perfect size, and G to move it off to the side. For final shape tuning, press S, Shift+Z to scale it down along X and Y only, making it nice and slender. Now let's snap these spines on the cactus easily. Turn on Snap, open Snap Options, set Snap Element to Face, tick Project on Itself, and enable a line rotation to target. Select the spine, press G, and hover over the cactus. It snaps right on the surface. To mirror spines across the cactus, add a mirror modifier. Use the cactus body as the mirror object and enable the Y-axis mirror too. Perfect. Now simply Alt+D to create linked duplicates and place them all around your cactus, sparse here, dense there, for that natural, stylized look. Alright, time to bring our cactus to life with materials. Switch to Material Preview mode. Select the pot, go to the Material tab, click New, and set the base color to a warm brown. Think rich clay. Select the dirt object, click New again, and choose a dark brown base color. Nice and earthy. Cactus body. Select the cactus, click New, and pick a fresh green base color. Our succulent skin. Spines. Select one spine, click New, and set its base color to a pale yellow. Those prickly highlights. To give the spine base its own shade, enter Edit mode. Hover over the bottom face. Press L to select Linked. Then in the Material tab, click the plus button to add a slot. Click New, and choose a slightly darker green. Press Assign to isolate that color. Select the middle pot of the flower, click New, and pick a sunny yellow base color, bright and cheerful. Petals. Select one petal, click New, and choose a warm pinkish red for that vibrant bloom. And there you have it. Our stylized cactus is fully materialized and magnificent. If you love growing this plant with me, please like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon for more fun Blender tutorials. Drop a comment below with what you'd like to see next. I read every suggestion. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, happy blending.